guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have all had a wonderful day. Today's video is my complete unread TBR. So by that, I'm going to go through all my shelves, taking off the books and showing you the ones that I have not read yet. This is partly to kind of show you a little bit of my collection, but also partly to hold myself accountable for the amount of books I still have to read on my shelves. So I have put a lot of them, well, all of them, into what I believe are their correct genre. So some of them might fall into other subgenres, or maybe they're in completely the wrong genre. I'm not sure, but I am fairly certain most of these are in the right places. So I'm going to start with fantasy, and I'm just going to basically pick you up and show you the books that I have to read in the fantasy bit. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun things to come. If you have any questions about any of the books, then please let me know in the comments section. If I don't mention some of the books in a series, if it is at the beginning, then I have read those ones. If it is at the end, then I probably don't know that there is more, or I haven't purchased them yet. So these are just the ones that I have not read. I keep the ones I have read on a completely different shelf, and yes, hopefully then I can rearrange and kind of have more books read on my shelves than unread, if that makes sense. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting off with fantasy, we have Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer, Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, Life Eternal by Yvonne Woon, and Love Reborn by Yvonne Woon. Feast of Souls by Celia Friedman. How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, and A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmerer. The Hidden People by Alison Littlewood. The Host by Stephanie Meyer. Dark Heroine by Abigail Gibbs. The Taker by Alma Katsu. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. And The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness. The Sight by David Clement Davies. Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. Evermore. Blue Moon. Shadowland. Dark Flame. Night Star. And Everlasting by Alison Noel. Dark Secrets 1, Dark Secrets 2, and Dark Secrets 3 by Elizabeth Chandler. Night World Volume 1, Night World Volume 2, and Night World Volume 3 by L.J. Smith. Actually, The Magician's Guild, The Novice, and The High Lord by Trudy Canavan. The Iron King, Iron Queen, Iron Knight, The Lost Prince, The Iron Traitor, The Iron Warrior, The Iron Legends, and The Iron Daughter by Julie Kagawa. And then we've got Talon, Rogue, Soldier and Legion by Julie Kagawa. Unleashed, Hot-Blooded and Savage by Nancy Holder and Debbie Viggy. Wicked Lovely, Radiant Shadows, Fragile Eternity, Ink Exchange and Darkest Mercy by Melissa Marr. Fallen, Passion, Rapture, Fallen in Love and Torment by Lauren Kate. Bitter Blue and Fire by Kristen Kishore. Cold Hearted by Serena Valentino. The Odd Sisters by Serena Valentino. And Mother Knows Best by Serena Valentino. "13 O'Clock and Other Stories by Enid Blyton. Ink Cart by Cornelia Funk. Cold Spell by Jackson Pierce. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Ghost of the Shadow Market. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. Land of Stories, A Grim Warning, Beyond the Kingdoms, An Author's Odyssey, and Worlds Collide by Chris Colfer. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Hollow City, Library of Souls, Map of Days, The Conference of the Birds, and The Desolation of Devil's Acre by Ransom Riggs. Now, they are all the books for fantasy. We are now going to be moving on to contemporary, real life, that kind of genre. Now moving on to contemporary, I have Act Your Age, Eve Brown, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert, Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon, The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. Right, now we're getting into the Nicholas Sparks ones. The Return, The Last Song, 3 Weeks with My Brother, Message in a Bottle, 2 by 2, True Believer, The Longest Ride, The Choice, At First Sight, A Bend in the Road, Dear John, The Best of Me, The Lucky One, The Guardian, See Me, The Rescue, and The Wedding by Nicholas Sparks, Christmas with Billy and Me by Giovanna Fletcher, All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, Back Home by Michelle Magorian, One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus, The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, My Year of Saying No by Maxine Maury, The Flip Side by James Bailey, Picture House by the Sea, A Year at Castle Court, and Coming Home to Brightwater Bay by Holly Hepburn, Billy and Me by Giovanna Fletcher, Dream a Little Dream, You're the One That I Want, and Always with Love by Giovanna Fletcher, In the Time We Lost by Carrie Hope Fletcher, All That She Can See, and When the Curtain Falls by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now moving on to page 2. Baby Be Mine, Lucy in the Sky, The Longest Holiday, Chasing Daisy, If You Could Go Anywhere, One Perfect Christmas and Other Stories, The Last Piece of My Heart, 13 Weddings, The Sun in Her Eyes, The One We Fell in Love With, Someone I Used to Know, Johnny Be Good, and The Minute I Saw You, all by page 2. The Betrayals by Bridget Collins, Girl Online on Tour, and Girl Online Going Solo by Zoe Sugg, Road Trip by Beth O'Leary, and The Switch by Beth O'Leary. Moving on now to real life, I have Anne Frank in The Secret Annex, Who Was Who, Anne Frank House, Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl, Greek Mythology, and then that's it for real life, but I do have 2 graphic novels. I have The Walking Dead and The Walking Dead 2 by Robert Kirkman, Charlie Adlard, and Cliff Rathburn. Right, then lastly, we are moving on to detective, thriller, suspense, all that kind of fun stuff. So firstly, if I can pick them all up, I have Agatha Raisin and the Vicious Vet, The Potted Gardener, Murderous Marriage, Quiche of Death, these aren't in the right order, Terrible Tourist, Walkers of Dembley, Wellspring of Death, Haunted House, Wizard of Evesham, A Spoonful of Poison, The Day the Floods Came, Curious Curate, Perfect Paragon, Love from Hell, There Goes the Bride, Fairies of Friam, Witch of Wickedon, Deadly Dance, A Quick Step to Murder, Love, Lies and Liquor, and Kissing Christmas Goodbye by MC Beaton. I then have A Ghost in the Machine, Death in Disguise, A Place of Safety, Written in Blood, and Faithful Until Death by Caroline Graham, The Sandman by Lars Kepler, The Language of Flowers by Vanessa Diffenbaugh, Silent Voices, Hidden Depths, Telling Tales, The Darkest Evening, The Seagull, The Moth Catcher, and Harbour Street by Anne Cleeves, Insidious Intent by Val McDermott, The Ghost Hunters by Neil Spring, Death of a Hollow Man by Caroline Graham, The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapina, It by Stephen King, Misery, and The Green Mile by Stephen King. Right, now I believe that is my complete unread TBR. I'm just going to look behind me and have a quick check that I haven't missed any. No, I don't believe so. And then over there either. So yes, that is my complete unread TBR. There are quite a lot of books. I'm going to have a quick count up and I'll tell you the final number. Okay, so I had missed a couple of books. There's some Christmas ones and some other ones, so I'm just going to grab those and then I will be back. Okay, so the ones I missed are Merry and Bright, Starry Night. Where are we? There's Something About Christmas, On a Snowy Night by Debbie McCrumber, Winter Magic, curated by Abby Elphinstone, Christmas Books by Charles Dickens, and The Christmas Holiday by Sophie Clare, and then finally Fathomless by Jackson Pearce. So yes, I didn't realise I had a few that I'd missed. I'd moved the Christmas ones off my main shelf, so that's why they weren't readily available, but altogether I have 205 books on my unread TBR. Mental. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the books I have to read. Let me know if you've read any and what ones your favourites were. No spoilers. Fingers crossed I will make a bit of a dent in that this year. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.